Be me. Be the Antichrist. Decide to reincarnate into the world into a low-income family so that I can enjoy a simple life. Fuck yeah, Age of Aquarius, shit's gonna be lit. Happy that I get to take a vacation out of hell. Has been an eternity since I've been back on Earth. Shit, I hope the bees are doing alright. Check the status of the world. Shit's fucked. Like really fucked? Pestilence, famine, war and death are loose like a pack of rabid pit bulls. Worst part is I get blamed for it all. Literally have not done a single thing since like 30 AD. Ask God why the fuck the world is like this. Where the hell is Jesus? Turns out he's still in heaven. Doesn't want to come back because it's too damn hot on earth. It's not that hot. God offers me to do Jesus's job in exchange for internet and electronics down in hell. Tell him no, I'm on vacation. Also, WTF is the internet? Get gaslit into doing it, as apparently I am at fault for humanity's failures for telling them to grow up and to make their own decisions back in the garden. Get to work on trying to steer humanity in the right direction. Use this internet thing as my medium because by universal law I can't directly interfere with the world. Create memes as a way to spread positive messages. Damn, they're going to love this frog. Continue to run multiple psyops to increase the world's consciousness so that the Elmos won't invade Earth. Trying really hard to spread kindness and positivity only to be told STFU Kika by my own supposed followers and fellow Christians. WTF is a Kika. God laughs at my attempts because he is possibly the biggest troll I know. Ignore God, as I really want this internet and computer in hell so me and my denizens have something to pass the time. Finally making progress after all these years. Go online one day and see that all my good deeds are being accredited to Jesus. MFW, I am the Antichrist. MFW, I am doing Jesus's work. MFW, I am supposed to be on vacation. Fuck you guys. I'll start. Pick super unrelated. Be me. Working at a summer camp in Florida back in 2019. Knew a few people working there, either being friends or workers from the previous year. Also knew the ranger, looked and spoke like Dale Gribble. Honestly very cool guy. Get to talking about haunted locations in our area. He mentions a graveyard not too far from the camp that gave him the chills. Mentioned just driving by it gave him a bad feeling. Wagonnicol.web. Ask him for the location, seeing as I had brought equipment for shits and gigs. Equipment being SP7, K2s etc. gives me the location and I bring the place up with the people I'm cool with. I'll use fake names for simplicity. So far we have Ben, Cam, Clint, Andy, Dan, and myself. We had the weekends off, so he planned to go to the graveyard on Saturday. Saturday comes. We are ready for the ghost hunt and leave camp around 9. We were not really nervous or anxious for the hunt. More so excited that we could stretch our legs and smoke a joint without worry. On the way there Dan mentions he has brought a rosary and a crucifix. Protection never hurt. Still driving for about 25 minutes before I get a really strong gut feeling. Like my stomach just dropped without any cause. See cemetery gates, rip dime bag. Think feeling is camp food and jitters. Pull into the parking lot. Do a gear check with Andy. Ask Andy if he charged all batteries before we left. Yeah man, cameras and all. Pulls out battery testers and assures me. Start walking towards skate. Be me. 18. First time LSD, best friends and GF there. We always climbed up one floor to get in cause teens to friend, I'd teenager stuff. Waiting for it to hit. Climbing downstairs, look down, ground stretches away from me. It's on .jpg. Fuck around for a bit and climb back up. Best friend and I realize we aren't feeling all that much pain. Start hitting our own legs hard. Everyone climbs downstairs again. Few minutes pass and best friend is just staring down the road into a dark park at the end of the street. Walk up to him. Do you see the horseman? He focuses for a second, then starts Terminator walking toward the park. Now the group is going for a walk. Running and yelling in the middle of the night. Find other park with a hill. Fixing around on top of hill, roll down it, throw up. Look back up to see silhouettes of friends dancing on the hilltop against the moonlight clouds. Friend comes down and gives me his beanie to clean vomit off my face, called zero fucks given. End up back at friend's house smoking weed. Everyone goes to sleep but me and GF. Talk her into going for another walk. Fuck in a cricket pitch, a lot like a baseball cage, only straight thin runs, like chicken wire corridor, kinda secluded by retaining wall as the backing. Next morning best friend heads off for cancer treatment. We both complain about how sore our legs are. He died a few years later, but this will always be a great memory of a shared experience. This reminds me of my military training. Be doing basic training. Be used to following orders of Sergeant Fag. Be doing final obstacle course at the end of training. Final part of course you climb to higher ramp above water. Sergeant Fag is at the top giving the order for each man to jump, and when get to top, delay gives me a chance to look down. In my brain it looks very high and I'm thinking, nope. No way I'm jumping off this. Like I'd actually decided and was figuring out a way to tell Sergeant Fag it's never going to happen. Right in the middle of it he gives the order. I jumped immediately. As I'm falling realize I never actually decided to jump. Body just did it automatically. Totally against my will. Had time to wonder what the fuck? Before hitting the water. Interesting. Why do we have this mechanism inside our brain in the first place? I guess that kinda answers that question. I have one, maybe I was sleepwalking. I'd be me 7 or 8 years old. Shopping with my family at sporting goods store. I'm playing video on this cheap handheld game thing. So into game, haven't looked up in forever. Step in something wet, like literal shit. Look down, it's mud. How the fuck did I get outside? Look up, see jungle, looks like Viet fucking Nam. It's nighttime, Asian village people are looking at some light in the distance. Ghostly looking alien people are exiting a brightly lit door. I'm scared as fuck. That fuck? Comes from somewhere out of my throat. The villagers turn towards me, little girl points at me, they all start screaming. I drop the game and wake up to the sound of it hitting the tile floor in the store. Jungle's gone, WTF happened, where did I go? I assume I fell asleep standing up. Spend the next 15 minutes trying to find my family. Me. Start NF again. Day 12. Get dinner with friend. Decided to stop McDonald's to get ice cream after. Bunch of high school kids immediately start surrounding me and bullshitting with me while I order. Treating me like I'm some gigacad when I am absolutely not. Zoomette won't stop asking me about myself, my job, my age, etc. Laugh and tease her because I feel like I'm being interrogated. She catches me while I'm walking out and asks, "I'll see you later, right?" Me, I'd maybe leave. This shit is just weird desu. I've had vaguely similar things happen on long streaks, but this one was the most intense and strange. Me. Fucking around with random Chinese talismans from a Tao book. Find one that's supposed to concentrate chi. Draw it on my fist. Just like bleach.web. Feel something watching me. One to the air behind me and actually feel like I'm hitting something. Grab spiritual entity and Asidogari to floor. Take knee guard then top to armbar. Shout submit really loud. Suddenly I'm happier and I'm luckier. Did I do something wrong, brothers? Me. Never believed in telepathy, psychic things and such. COVID hits, not taking the vax. After the vaccine scam, other people get suddenly overly interested in me. Walk in a bar, order a coffee, people would turn around to see who's talking. One time I asked to a waiter, "Is it less than 40? He said 43 and the man behind me started to laugh heavily. The girls didn't. I paid with 50 and said take the rest, in a very cool way, and they sighed. It was heavy attention over everything I do. I'd cry. Women would be touching their hair and ear while looking at me and smiling. Feeling exhausted by all this unwanted attention. Get a lot of anxiety and tachycardia since after COVID, starting to talk back, get nervous saying what are you looking at, why do you cut my lane while driving, etc. Most wouldn't answer, some would apologize. Think, hey, it's the vax, not my fault, take the parasite pill, do antifungal and deworming, tachycardia is gone. At the same time I think, well, they took the vax, maybe it's my frequency, but I need to survive, let them look, I will just divert the bad energy towards them. Men start sighing and exhaling heavily just by looking at me. I would feel blocked sometimes and I would think escape the frequency, then walk faster and they would freeze and doing like a heart attack. What the fuck is this? I could also hypnotize female pharmacists to get HCQ, I got around 20 plus boxes, many men would feel overwhelmed and I remember feeling all this vibration aura energy around my body after doing the protocol. I lived in the woods for a while to get away from the vaccines. Then I go back to the city and start hearing voices that I never heard before, got psyched into the hospital and after being injected with Invega against my will now teenager boys and women do the sighing, but I think it's because of the hormonal imbalance. Any fucking tip? It's not the whole story, AMA. BU. Pathetic beta version. Practice semen retention. Always pissed cuz can't jack off. Be me. Mega Alpha Chat. Practice semen retention. Jack off all I want cuz I eat my cum. It's simple, brothers. When you eat your cum, the amount of semen in your body is the same as it was before you jacked off. Ergo, your semen has been retained. You get all the benefits of SR with none of the effort. Now you have no excuse to not eat your cum. Unless you're a faggot, I guess.